Mm-hmm. Jay Wolfie in the chat. You guys hear me? I've got me a new microphone here. Ta-da! That was one of my Christmas presents. There we go. If you can hear me, definitely let me know, Jay Wolfie. We got any audio? I think we do. All right, sound is good. So here we go. Impromptu, didn't plan this. Woke up this morning and sitting at like 295 subscribers. Connor Stork, my man, the opposite of Batman. How you doing, brother? I am great. So I just want to go live, celebrate with some of my subscribers like Jay Wolfie and Connor Stork and Ace Edits. Really excited. In the past month, let me tell y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. Abby is in the house. Geisha Warrior. Long time no see, gal. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. I hear she's doing some things over on Twitch and doing some gaming. She's a big time comic fan and gamer. We're still waiting on part 2 of how she got into comics. So make sure you go check her out on her channel. Help us out, Abby. Give us some more video content. Anyway, no, like I was saying, big surprise. John and I and Jason, you know, a couple guys, John and Jason. Oh, Will. Hello, Will. Darth Billiam himself, MN Comic Books in the house. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. So back to what I was saying. I'll stop and say hi to everybody while we're doing this. Jason and John had COVID. And we were down on doing videos for a little bit, which gave me some time to actually work on some of my Star Wars video essays y'all have seen, like the Jedi Code, Sith Code, things like that. And I was very appreciative of that. Hey, how's it going, Malik? And good to see you, Malatone. Very appreciative that I got some, time to work on, some pet projects I had in the works, those Star Wars essays. I absolutely love that stuff, but I wanted to get back to, doing stuff with John. And we dropped a little one-off video, Star Wars Old Republic. We got really lucky on getting views on that. And next thing I know, literally, I'm going to read these numbers to y'all. In the past 28 days, views on my channel went up by 6,500 and 38 subscribers. That's like more than one subscriber a day for the past month. And just blew me away that people are even interested in watching. I would shout out my 300th subscriber. I did get a notification, but it's in, I think, Cyrillic alphabet. Like, I can't read it. The guy's from Russia, so I can't shout him out. I don't even know how to say his name. But I wouldn't be celebrating 300 subscribers if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you for the wonderful community and family that y'all have set up for me and John. And I mean, like I said in the last live with John, he was this close to quitting watching Star Wars. And had it not been for the support from subscribers and viewers like yourselves that actually encouraged him, he would have quit. Like, he was done. Hey, Random Andy, you're not late, man. No one's ever late. A wizard arrives exactly when he means to. Big dubs. Okay, I see Ace Edits. So right now we've got 11 sitting in the chat. I think I've shouted out everybody I've seen so far. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, John. There's John. John's in the house, guys. Yeah, surprise, John. Man, we hit 300 subscribers, brother, man. 9 viewers. We'll get there, Maleton. We'll get there. So John agreed, 5-6 months ago, John, to jump into this thing on a whim. Like, we literally set my phone up like on a book. Oh yeah, I've never showed you all that. My little cover on the back of my phone there. Surprise, surprise, it's Darth Vader. But we literally set my phone up on a book and sat down and made a video about, hey, John's going to watch Star Wars for the first time. Didn't think it was going to go anywhere. We were doing it just to have fun. It was an excuse for me to finally get John to watch Star Wars. And here we are, still making content, having a blast. We stayed up till after midnight last night watching all the rest of Mandalorian season 1 so we can get into season 2 without hitting too many spoilers, because, I mean, we're not going to avoid spoilers forever. But yeah, 1,000 would be nice, Ace Edits. That's obviously the goal, but that's, we don't make content with the focus of how many subscribers we can get or how many likes we can get. We're making it because it's fun. We want to make stuff that y'all want to watch. And that's kind of why I'm jumping on this live now too, is, we're looking also for direction of where we go, because Star Wars isn't going to last forever. So I know we've got Mandalorian season 2. We've got the sequel trilogy, 7, 8, and 9. I'm very excited to bring John into that. John may not be excited about it, and he's gritting his teeth, but he's never seen any of the Harry Potter. So we're going to make him sit down and watch that, just like we did Star Wars. I told him, hey, you thought Star Wars was stupid. So, and you end up liking that. But I'm just excited about where things are going. If anything, my friends John and Jason that you guys have seen in these videos with me, we've been friends for over a quarter of a century. And to our shame, we don't actually spend, or didn't really spend, that much time together, like maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And it took making this content to galvanize our friendship and get us together at least every other week, if not every week. And sadly, it takes having purpose to get your friends back together. But that's the nature of relationships. Being a friend doesn't just come naturally. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be intentional with your time and intentional with your friendships. And that's something I think Jason and I have really, really rediscovered over this past 6 months, is that we've had the time, or as Matt Lane says, you don't find time, make time. So now we make time. And I should note that we all have children. Jason's got a daughter. John's got 2 daughters. I've got 2 sons. So, we're all working 60, 70 hours a week. So it's not like time's just there. We have to make time. So if there's a lesson out of all of this, it's make time for each other, especially your friends. So back to the chats really quick. Let's see. Clone Leighton, I would love to get into Clone Wars with John. I just don't think the medium is going to lend it to. I don't know if I can drag him through all that. I'm going to be honest. I've never even watched some of the story arcs, but those first 3 seasons were rough. I haven't gotten past season 3. I'm still in season 1 of Rebels. So as big of a Star Wars fan, I'm having a hard time with Clone Wars and Rebels. And I don't know if I want to make John sit down and watch that. We might. Fast and Furious, I think, is a question. Let's see. Have we seen Fast and Furious? Let me scroll back up here. Hey, John, who asked about Fast and Furious? Oh, Will. So, Will, I know I've seen every Fast and Furious film. I'm pretty sure Jason Mapp has. He's the one that got me into them. And, hey, Jason Mapp's in the chat too. Y'all say hi to Jason. Hi, Jason. How you doing, man? This is the way. Everybody drop me a "this is the way." We've been having really fun with Mando, I tell you, last night. But these guys are awesome. And if y'all don't know, John's been making content too. And I tell you what, John's conniving little brain, he comes up with some great ideas, really great ideas. I think he's going to be making some bomb content here in the near future. So Connor's saying, if nothing else, maybe we could at least watch the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars season 7, the Siege of Mandalore. Actually, that's a very good idea. Siege of Mandalore is mentioned in Mandalorian, John, if y'all remember watching that last night. So this is the way. There we go. We got the "this is the ways" up there. Some solidarity. Get everybody taking selfies with Mandalorian helmets on. Yeah, Ahsoka. I actually watched a video. I did not know this about Dave Filoni when he created Ahsoka, that, he had the challenge of saying, hey, I'm going to create this character that's got to be on screen with beloved characters like Obi-Wan and Yoda and Anakin and Darth Vader and all these characters that people have been fans of for 40 years. And I'm going to create this brand new character that's never been on screen with them and interject her into the storyline of Star Wars. And I have to make the fans love her. And what I didn't know, and it's kind of genius, it's going to make me want to go back and watch them. Maybe that's why I didn't like Clone Wars. I didn't like Ahsoka at all. I don't like her. I've only seen 3 seasons of her. And evidently, Filoni intentionally created her with flaws to make viewers actually dislike her. And he did that so that he could control the dislike. That way, with her character arc, as he had her mature and grow as a Padawan and a Jedi, and got over those things that the viewers hated about Ahsoka, that they would fall in love with her. And I got to tell you, Filoni's a genius. It worked. It's like, let me make the flaw and then fix the flaw. So maybe I'll go back and give Clone Wars a try. We'll see. Yeah, Malit, she gets better, and many don't like her at the beginning. Yeah, I absolutely do not like her at all. At all. No. Random Annie says she does grow on you in the later seasons. Yeah, Ace, I think it's genius. I mean, really looking at what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have done with Mandalorian is straight genius. Straight genius. Ice Knight says she had flaws. Yeah, she definitely had. I mean, heck, Anakin had flaws. But I mean, it's really genius when you think about it. How do you take a character that's never been known, never been created, and say, hey, I'm going to put her right up next to the most beloved characters of all time, and y'all are going to love her just as much. So I know we are going to do Harry Potter. I've talked to some of the patrons on Patreon, and we are going to one-off do the scary film, make me watch a scary movie. And I believe what we're going to watch is The Shining. So we could also do the sequel with Ewan McGregor called Dr. Sleep. Yeah, Will, I think Harry Potter is definitely going to be sweet. I think into it. And there's plenty of content to get into there also with the adults. We get through the Harry Potter films, and then John can get into like the Fantastic Beast films. I think that would be really good. I think you'd enjoy those. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think we should start with the Fantastic Beast films? Well, no, because I haven't finished them. I don't know. Maybe it was just an idea. Yes, Connor. So John and Jason has seen all of the MCU. John has seen the vast majority of it, with the exception of, I could be wrong, John might correct me in the chat, he has not seen Venom, which his wife wants to watch as well. He has not seen the new Spider-Man film. He has not seen Into the Spider-Verse. And what else has he not seen? Because I know he's seen Endgame. John and Jason and I went to the theaters together to watch all the X-Men movies. Jason Mapp has not seen Dr. Sleep. Then don't watch it, Jason. I can get scared with you. Maleton says no need to watch Far From Home. I don't know. I enjoyed Far From Home. Way better than TASM. And I think I just lost Maleton as a subscriber. Jason Mapp has not seen Into the Spider-Verse. That would be a great one-off. Yeah, that really would be. I was very skeptical going into that because it's a cartoon. I'm like, I don't want to watch a cartoon, but I watched it, and that's got some rewatchability. Maleton unsubbed. Maleton, I've got him on my shelf, man. Don't freak out. Ace wants to know, favorite Harry Potter movie. Mine's Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix. See, now, Ace, I'm a huge fan of the books. Huge fan. And the worst movie of all the Harry Potters, in my opinion, is Goblet of Fire. That was horrible. They ruined the story. It didn't even make sense. Now, Order of the Phoenix, that was quite amazing. That was a very good movie. Yes, they need to do more with the Spider-Verse, Abby. 100% agree. I wish they'd do that. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, Jason for Christmas got me something amazing. For those of you that have been following me on the My Friend Watches with Star Wars, you will know that my favorite Star Wars film is Return of the Jedi. So Jason, let me reach back here. Jason got me wood movie posters. There's Return of the Jedi right there. How sweet is that? Is Jason not awesome? But it gets way, way better. The sultry voices. Yeah. It gets way better. So Jason said he couldn't stop at character as Darth Vader. So he saw another one. Look at that. And in that one, Empire Strikes Back. I mean, what do y'all think of that? Is that not awesome? So then he said, well, heck, he's got 2 out of the 3. And then turn around, and he got me that one. So we got to get those things hung up somewhere. Yes, I do like The Amazing Spider-Man. I do. Spider-Verse 2 is coming out next year, Malik, and that's very good to hear. Very good to hear. I actually will be sitting down to watch that. And speaking of genius movie ideas, I know props some of y'all probably know. I don't know if you know or not, but what fascinated me was I felt kind of like off kilter, uncomfortable while I was watching Spider-Verse, like something was off. And then I found out later that Miles Morales, until he actually became Spider-Man, was filmed at like half the frame rate as the rest of the movie. So it felt like he was out of sync with the movie. And then once he becomes Spider-Man, then they filmed him at the 24 frames a second. I think it was like 12 frames a second for Miles Morales and then 24 when he became Spider-Man. Disc plates are so cool. I was going to get some of those. They might be disc plates. Let me look. I don't know. It is, nope, it says distributed by Hobby Lobby. So we're going to get into that. John's got some amazing ideas over on his channel. Like he's playing around with just different formats, like 3-minute movies, you know, summing up movies in 3 minutes. We gave him a challenge on some. I want to see if he can sum up all the MCU in a 3-minute movie. He said, absolutely not. Abby says Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. I'm going to keep my comments to myself on the best one. I'm telling you, I like all the Spider-Men. I like them all for different reasons. I think I got a soft spot in my heart for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the Raimi trilogy, because that's where really comic book movies took off for me. I was really a big fan of those. Did not like the third one, but I mean, we know why. And then the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man came out, and I felt like it captured the attitude of Spider-Man better. But I feel like Tom Holland's Spider-Man captures Peter Parker better. It's like when I watch Amazing Spider-Man, I feel like I'm watching Spider-Man. When I watch Tom Holland, I feel like I'm watching Peter Parker, who happens to be Spider-Man and heir apparent to Tony Stark. A totally different. It's a different feel for me. Totally different. I feel like what Tom Holland gets right in his portrayal is the chattiness of Peter Parker. If you go back to the comics, Peter Parker is always known for chatting the whole time he's fighting about things that have nothing to do with the fight. Yeah, Abby, I think I'm with you on that. I think I'm going to have to rank them Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire. Tobey for me portrayed Spider-Man for the first time correctly on screen. But then when I compare him to, you know, the newer Spider-Mans, it just doesn't seem to hold up for me. But the nostalgia is still there. What does hold up for me with Tobey Maguire is the emotion of him losing Uncle Ben. Like, you know, Tobey's got an ugly cry face, but you got to admit that's a heart-wrenching scene. And then in the second Spider-Man, where, you know, with the train and it's kind of cheesy, but it was really cool to see him with all the you know, all the citizens kind of carrying him and realizing that Spider-Man's just a kid. You know. Oh, Connor, I really like the Tom Holland movies, but what puts me off of them is on Homecoming when May tells Peter if he sees anything to run the other direction. Yeah, that's not in line with May's character. It really isn't. It really isn't. But I mean, hey, Marissa Tomei did a good job. Here we go. Inner chat war between the Jay Wolfie and the Malatone. So really, this, again, I'm not going to stay on here too long. Shout out to all of y'all for really just being a huge support. Wouldn't be here without you guys and ladies. Oh, Will says Toby, Andrew, then Tom. Okay. But again, we can all agree they all did great jobs. Now, I'll tell you what, really quick while I'm thinking about it. A lot of people argue that the Raimi trilogy is what really sparked the modern day comic book movie feel. I want to know what y'all think about that, because I don't. I feel like before that it's a weird, obscure movie. Well, yeah, the Marvel effect. Yeah, okay. But I want to say League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Blade, things like that. To me, those were comic book movies come to life, or comic characters come to life. Raimi trilogy as well as Blade. Yeah, there we go. Blade and X-Men. Connor Stork on X-Men. Absolutely. To me, those things actually, you go back and watch them. Maybe they haven't stood the test of time as well, but they're the ones that really jumped out and just kind of grabbed me, and then sparked a whole, hey, we can do this better. We can do this better. We can do this better. And really, that's what it's come down to is the Marvel Cinematic Studio universe. What they figured out is how to do it better. DCEU had an opportunity. They've blown it. They just haven't figured out how to do it better. Dark Universe with Universal Studios, man, they had some potential there. They haven't figured out how to do it better. In fact, they quit. I absolutely love and adore. It's a movie that was not well received, but it was with Luke Evans, Dracula Untold. I love it. One of my favorite films. Absolutely love it. Yeah, DC. It's pretty much. I got to agree with you. I had a lot of high hopes for DC, Abby. A lot of high hopes, and they really let me down on that one. Jason Mapp, thanks for stopping by, man. It was good to see you. You have a good day. I will be seeing you soon. Dolph's Punisher. Interesting. Yeah, Jason. Now, Abby, when you say the trilogy for you is Batman, do you mean the Christopher Nolan Batman, The Dark Knight, or you mean like old school Michael Keaton Batman? Ace said its Chamber of Secrets movie sucks. it kind of did. Let me get back down here. Yeah, Random Andy, I've heard The Invisible Man is great. Constantine, Maleeton coming in clutch right there. I did enjoy Constantine. Okay. Now, Random Andy, yes, I will agree that Batman versus Superman was really just awful. However, if you have the patience to go back and watch the extended version, it makes so much more sense why Batman duped into becoming an enemy of Superman. It really makes sense. Things were masterfully done, but it's just a lot of extra watching in order for the story to make more sense. Same thing, I think, with Suicide Squad. If you go back and watch the extended version of Suicide Squad, you get all the deleted scenes with Joker and Harley Quinn, and suddenly that relationship makes sense. Nolan trilogy, Raimi trilogy, and I say that as a Spider-Man super fan. Abby says I got to go all in. What's she going all in on? Both. Okay. Yeah, all in. I got to agree with you. Martha. Yeah, Martha. Yeah, Connor, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Batman versus Superman. I never bought Batman because Batman's not stupid. He's a billionaire genius. And it's like, how is he being so stupid to think that, Superman is just an evil dude? But what I will say, one of my favorite parts in Batman versus Superman is at the very end when he's talking to Clark, and Clark's like, and he bought the bank. Even like me, he's like, I don't not like you. I love that scene. That was well done. You got to admit that scene at the end, that was well acted. I think actually no, that was Dawn of Justice. Yeah, that was Dawn of Justice. I'm totally way off. Yeah, the Martha part. Comic book collector and fan. I don't like DC. So Abby brings up something about the comic books. So I didn't actually get to do the comic books growing up. I didn't really get into those until I was way older, like high school and adult. And I was a huge DC fan growing up. My favorite character as a child was Superman. I wanted to be Superman. Heck, I broke my arm at 3 years old because I thought I could fly. Still have that cast, actually. After I broke my arm, my parents sat me down and had to explain to me that people don't actually fly. I thought I just hadn't learned how to fly yet. Everybody can fly. I just got to learn how. I just got to believe and I can jump and fly. It doesn't work. It's not the Matrix. So I had to climb up things in order to jump off and fly. And then the next character I latched onto was Spider-Man because I climb on everything. Why not? I can be Spider-Man. And I went from being a Superman fan to a Spider-Man fan. Now, I never gave up being a Superman fan, but then Spider-Man became the guy I thought I could be growing up. And of course, growing up, I didn't understand the difference between DC and Marvel. But as time has gone on, it's the Marvel characters, the Marvel stories that I gravitate more towards. The characters are more identifiable. Abby says she likes Superman. I like Superman. One of my favorite things that also does happen when you watch Dawn of Justice, horrible movie, but I mean, I like seeing the characters on screen, was I like how everybody calls Superman except Batman. He calls him Clark. And the illusion is that Bruce Wayne feels like Clark represents humanity more than even the humans on Earth does. He identifies with Clark as a human being. He doesn't see him as this specter of Superman anymore. He sees him as a human, which is quite amazing because actually Superman's not a human. He's an alien. Wait, is Han Solo in here? Hey, Han Solo, what's up, man? Reeves fell off his horse, broke his back. Yeah, I grew up with those Christopher Reeve Superman movies. My favorite one as a kid, not now as an adult, but as a kid, I really like number 3 with Richard Pryor. That one cracks me up every time. But Superman 2 was a great Superman movie. Yeah, DC has butchered a lot of the superheroes. I will not, unless it comes on for free with commercials on TV or something, I will not be watching Wonder Woman. Jason and John did wonderful review of Wonder Woman. And actually, John and his wife have a video on John's channel of them reviewing Wonder Woman. And I think that's as much as Wonder Woman I need to see. That's all I'm going to see. I will not be watching it at all. Han Solo speaks German. Does he now? Maleton, do you speak German? Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich studiere 3 Jahre, if that makes any sense. I probably butchered that. Yes, Connor, I did like the first Wonder Woman. I did. I thought that was great. I did. I enjoyed that one. I thought that was a well done movie. I will not be watching 84. Not at all. Natürlich. Naturally. Okay. Oh. Maleton doesn't speak English at all? Really? Wow. Okay. So Maleton, you may not know this. I actually studied German for 4 years. And when I got to the Air Force Academy, the only way you could continue in what they called romance languages, Italian, German, French, Spanish, is if you passed a fluency test. I failed the fluency test, so they were not going to continue to teach me German. So I had to learn what they called a strategic language, which is how I came about learning Chinese. So Jay Wolfie, ich spreche English und Deutsch. So Jay Wolfie speaks English and German. Cool. All right. I read it a little bit better than I speak it. Random Manny says, you know what's weird? I think to scare me from doing dangerous things, my parents always told me Christopher Reeves broke his neck thinking he was actually Superman. That's kind of funny, Andy. I mean, hey. John Bell was more than that. Oh, I missed. Was a disappointment at best. Yeah. Will says he wants to learn Spanish. I tried. I didn't have the heart for it. I don't like being forced to do things. And I was tempted to, when I lived in California, they wanted to force us to learn Spanish. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then when I was in high school, my relatives on my mom's side, I'll speak, well, not all of them, but my grandma and grandpapa, they speak French. And they all wanted us to speak French. So I was like, no, I'm not going to learn that. And the only other language left in high school was German. So that's what I landed on. So Han Solo says, ich spreche Deutsch, Französisch und English. So you speak French and English also, Han Solo. Nice. Yeah, Abby, the only thing I can say in Spanish is a practice phrase. Espero que este año nuevo nos traiga paz y prosperidad. And that is it. That's all I can say.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, and Feliz Navidad. There you go. Now, when people come into Firestone when I'm at work, I can say llantas, you know, uno, dos, tres, cuatro llantas. That's what I ask them. Han Solo says, hola, bueno, gracias, and por favor are the only things I know. Or as we say in the South, por favor. Gracias and por favor. Did the stream just end for you, Malitan? No, it's still going on our end. It says it's going. Still going. Connor Stork says, ich spreche kein Deutsch, so a little bit of Deutsch. Das ist von Google. Google Translator. Okay. All right. So I think that covers about everything we were going to talk about. I've been on live now for 30 minutes. I've got a 1-year-old and a wife over there waiting on me, and I've got a kid from school I'm going to have to pick up soon. So I want to say again, thank you all so much for 300 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to my mod Will over there at MN Comic Books. We got Geisha Warrior, Abby, Connor Stork, Han Solo, Jay Wolfie, Malitan, Ace Edits, Random Andy. Who am I missing? I think, did I say Han Solo? We got John Bell, Jason Mapp, and Connor Stork. How can I forget Connor Stork? Opposite of Batman. Ice Knight. We got Ice Knight. And I think I want to say that was everybody. I do believe that was everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I think I got everybody. But I absolutely love you guys. Thanks for jumping on with me for this half hour and just letting me celebrate 300 with you all. I'll probably make a different video later doing a subscriber shout out and throwing as many names in there as I can find. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll catch you all in the Discord. We'll see you next video drop in Mandalorian. So take care, y'all.